got a bit of a dilemma here. When I took this apart, there was gaskets similar to this one underneath the oil cooler. The kit comes with all of these different ones that I'm almost sure are for the an oil cooler of maybe 3 or 4 different types, or or 3 or 4 different holes anyway. So as I'm looking at this one, you can see one hole's bigger than the other, and which is great if I didn't drop any gaskets. So I found it on the floor. Anyhow, my point being, so you can see the size of that hole to the left, and that gasket would fit pretty damn good. So the gasket similar to that one would be one of these 3, correct? Well, let's see, this one's probably the biggest one. But I put it on there. It's about the same size. Looks a little smaller to me, and that kind of bothers me. I don't want any oil flow restriction. 9 videos out of 10 talk about making passages bigger, drilling extra passages, Hoover mods, cut this, cut that, put the groove here, So, I mean, the least I can do is not restrict any passages, right? And that's definitely gonna do it, son of a bitch. Not by much. I don't know, I gotta look at this a little closer. There's some flashing around here that I can clean up, so maybe that'll help out as far as what I'm able to actually see. And there it goes on the floor again. So anyhow, let me clean that up, pick it up, clean it up, see how well it matches there. Alright, there we go. Clean the flashing off. Let's see if I can a little bigger here. Maybe a little light down inside. Anyhow, it does appear that by cleaning it off, I don't know if you can tell, I kind of sanded around the outside of that, around the inside. Got the flashing out of the way. That's horrible. Horrible lighting. Oh, there you go. There's a good shot. You can see down in there. Oh, even bigger. Stream close up. Yeah, that's not bad. I think that's acceptable. That one definitely is. So I'm gonna get this thing on. Set it up in the tripod. It's just a couple nuts and bolts that go on there. It's not complicated, but I'll get it in the tripod and show. Okay, I got the gaskets in the holes. A little shot of oil. Help seal them. Help them move around in there. Never hurts. A little more here. wouldn't you know it? The hole, one of the holes is too small. The one that goes over the stud here, damn hole's too small. So looks like I gotta drill that out. Yeah, I don't understand that. It's the same size cooler that came off of it, so, but everything but this hole, so let me do that. All right, I drilled it out. It was I don't know, it took about like, it was an 8mm, like a 5/16, or yeah, it was about 5/16, 3/8 maybe. So anyhow, line that back up. Yeah, I hope the holes line up where they're supposed to, right? Put a washer on that guy. These nuts have the nylon lock on it. I got a long ways to go on that. Before that's all the way tight, I'll get the other one started. And these nuts on the other side are like itty bitty, so I'm doubling up the washer so it doesn't pull through the hole. It's crazy how small the nut is compared to what they want you to hold down there with it. I gotta change a few things up here. 1 second. So now you can see what I'm looking at under there. So I guess the hole on the bottom is a lot smaller than it looks on the top, which is crazy. So anyhow, it's just a small washer. Looks like it'll get the job done. Probably should be covering these holes because I don't want to drop anything in there at this point. I had a hard time getting these nuts started, I think because of all the paint on these studs. I tried starting them ahead of time. I want them to go on crooked. Strip everything out. I think that's an 8. No, it might be a, yeah, it's a 10. Okay. There's a 9. Oh, it's a 10. Of course it. See, that one just does not want to start on there. See, now it's grabbing, but feels like it's going on crooked. This a bitch. Yes, it is. And I tried to stage this. I did start this before I decided to record it. I made sure it was gonna go on there. Of course, I didn't spin it on too far. Guess I should have. Oh, you wanted. Well, shit. You know, I see things. Little shit like this. Start. Definitely don't want it to start crooked. I did buy a tap and die set, but of course it's a cheap one from Harbor Freight. So I couldn't even get that thing to start on there. All right, let me try plan B with. So I don't know, they painted the hell out of this thing. I mean, look at that. Look at that. But the nut goes on there much easier now, so let's try this again. Try it again the right way, right? I had a hell of a time getting a. If I didn't have a die, I don't know what I would have done to get the nut started on there, because I had a hard time just getting a die. And I think all it is paint on there. That one started. It's up to the nylon. The other side, I couldn't even get it that far. But now it'll go like butter. So I'll just tighten these down evenly. I don't want to crush the gasket too much. I'm eyeballing it down here, and what I'm doing is trying to make sure the gap stays the same on both sides here. For what it's worth, seems to be a good way to do it. I might have those a little too tight, we shall see. What I'll do is just snug this one up and just kind of, I'm eyeballing it down here. And what I'm doing, I'm watching those washers. I don't want to like pinch them right out of there, but I want this, the base of this to be even across the top here. So I'm just using my eye best I can. Just making it nice and even across here. See if I can roll it up, give you a better view what I'm looking at. don't know if you can see that from there. Let me flip this around here. So, yeah, shit, this ain't any better. There you go. You can kind of see that. That base of this, where it mounts to. Just trying to, I don't want to crush it all the way down, but I do want enough pressure on those gaskets that they'll do their jobs. And, you know, and to make sure it's not over tight, just trying to maintain even distance between the bottom of the oil pump and the base where it sits. Nice and easy.